Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 13, Lesson 83, and our unit is all about vocabulary and spelling. Today we tackle two spelling rules that trip up writers all the time. What happens to a silent E, and what happens to a final Y when you add an ending? The good news is that each rule comes down to one simple question. Once you know the question, the spelling almost decides itself. Let's get started. Before we spell a single word, here's the map. When you add a suffix to a word, two small rules do the heavy lifting. The first rule is for words that end in a silent E. Sometimes you drop the E, and sometimes you keep it. The second rule is for words that end in the letter Y. Sometimes you keep the Y, and sometimes you switch it to an I. And here's the beautiful part. One simple question decides both of them. What does the suffix start with? A vowel or a consonant? Keep that question in your pocket. Let's start with silent E words. Here's the rule. If the suffix you're adding starts with a vowel, drop the silent E. Watch. Take shine and add ing. The suffix ing starts with the vowel I, so the silent E gets pushed right out, and you write shining, not shining. Same move every time. Brave plus ER drops the E to make braver. And the ending Y counts as a vowel too, so scare plus Y becomes scary. Vowel suffix in, silent E out. Now the flip side. If the suffix starts with a consonant, keep the silent E right where it is. Take hope and add full. The suffix full starts with the consonant F, so the E stays and you write hopeful. It works the same for ly and meant. Brave plus ly keeps the E and gives bravely. Amuse plus meant keeps the E and gives amusement. Consonant suffix, the silent E is safe. Here's a small special case worth pausing on. When a word ends in the letters LE and you add LY, you drop that LE first. Look at gentle. Add LY, drop the LE, and you get gently, not gently. The same thing happens with simple, which becomes simply, and humble, which becomes humbly. So whenever you see an LE word turning into an adverb, remember to trade the LE for LY. Now let's switch to words that end in Y. The first question is always, what letter comes right before that Y? If a vowel comes before the Y, you simply keep the Y. Take enjoy. The letter before the Y is O, a vowel. So the Y stays, and enjoy plus ed is enjoyed. Same story here. Play plus full keeps the Y and gives playful. And gray plus er keeps the Y and gives grayer. Vowel before the Y, and the Y stays right where it is. But if a consonant comes before the Y changes to an I before you add the suffix. Take silly. The letter before the Y is L, a consonant, so the Y flips to an I, and silly plus er becomes sillier. Watch it happen again. Carry plus ed changes the Y to I and gives carried. And beauty plus full L gives beautiful. Consonant before the Y, and that Y turns into an I. Now here's the one exception you have to remember, and it's a friendly one. You change Y to I for most suffixes, but never before ing. Why? Because you'd end up with two I's crashing together. Take cry. If you added ing after changing the Y, you'd get crying with a double I, which looks wrong. So the Y stays, and cry plus ing is simply crying. It's the same for carry, which becomes carrying, and study, which becomes studying. Before ing, the consonant Y keeps its Y. Let's gather these into one quick check you can run on any word. First, does the word end in a silent E? If the suffix starts with a vowel, drop the E. If it starts with a consonant, keep the E. Second, does the word end in Y? If a vowel comes before the Y, keep it. If a consonant comes before the Y, change it to an I. And third, don't forget the exception. Before ing, you always keep the Y. Look at the suffix, then look at the letter just before it, and the spelling falls right into place. Let's practice. In this first set, I'll give you a base word and a suffix, and you choose the correctly spelled combination. Think about the silent E and final Y rules we just built. Pause the video and decide before I reveal the answer. Add ing to smile. Which spelling is correct? Smile ends in a silent E, and the suffix ing begins with a vowel. When a vowel suffix arrives, the silent E drops. So it isn't smiling, it's smiling. The answer is smiling. Add ly to safe. Which spelling is correct? The suffix ly begins with the consonant L. A consonant suffix means the silent E stays. So we keep the E and write safely, not safely. The answer is safely. Add ness to happy. Which spelling is correct? Look at the letter before the Y in happy. It's P, a consonant. A consonant before the Y means the Y changes to an I. So it's not happiness, it's happiness. The answer is happiness. In this second set, we'll mix in the trickier cases, including the final Y rules and the ing exception. Read each one carefully. Pause and choose before I answer. Add ing to carry. Which spelling is correct? Normally, a consonant before the Y would change it to an I. But remember the exception. Before ing, the Y always stays. So carry plus ing is carrying, keeping the Y. The answer is carrying. Add ly to gentle. Which spelling is correct? Gentle ends in le, and there's a special rule. An le word drops the le before ly. So gentle becomes gently, not gently. The answer is gently. Add ed to play. Which spelling is correct? Look at the letter before the Y in play. It's a vowel. A vowel before the Y means you keep the Y just as it is. So play plus ed is played, not played. The answer is played. Let's gather up what we learned. For silent E words, drop the E when the suffix starts with a vowel, like shine becoming shining, and keep the E when the suffix starts with a consonant, like safe becoming safely. For final Y words, keep the Y when a vowel comes before it, like play becoming played, and change the Y to an I when a consonant comes before it, like happy becoming happiness. And hold on to the exception. Before ing, the Y always stays, so cry becomes crying. Look at the suffix, check the letter before it, and you'll spell these words with confidence. Wonderful work today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.